Bryce Harper versus Mike Trout. If you had to pick one of these guys for your franchise, who would you pick? Now, I'll preface my comments by saying that both these guys are extremely young, extremely talented. They're going to be the two guys that are going to lead the next generation of all-star players. They're going to be the face of baseball for years to come. They're just so incredibly talented. But if you had to pick one for your franchise, who would you pick? Now, prior to the previous season, Trout would have run away with this. I mean, he was an MVP consideration in 2012 and 2013. Hit for average power and had 49 and 33 stolen bases in respective seasons. Just unreal stats. But Harper in this previous year, in 153 games, had 118 runs, 42 home runs, 99 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, and batted .330. 330, 42 home runs, 99 RBIs, and only 153 games. Whereas Trout in 159 games had 104 runs, 41 home runs, 90 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, and batted .299. So Harper beat him in every category but stolen bases. What Trout Trout just has substantial speed. He's always going to beat him in stolen bases. And this is a guy that had 49 and 33 in back-to-back years. So, but there's still that's phenomenal production on Harper's part, and that's the only reason why this could even be debated as a comparison. Now, Trout, I see Trout, and I see a lot of, in terms of his demeanor and on-field presence and off-field presence, a lot of Derek Jeter in him. I could see Trout, if he were to retire as an Angel and play his entire career as an Angel, getting the same farewell tour and just an unimaginable amount of respect from baseball fans, from rivals, just irrelevant, because I see him playing with that boyhood love for the game. You see him, he has a smile on his face, he's happy to be on a baseball diamond, and he just plays his heart out. And I saw the same thing with Derek Jeter, and I'm a Yankee fan, so I grew up with it, and I can already see myself just respecting the hell out of Trout. Not to mention that he's had substantial production in 2012 and 2013. And you know what? In a neutral situation, if I'm just an average baseball fan that loves just a very normal team that doesn't have this incredible pedigree of success and hate attached to it, not to say it negatively or positively, that's just one of the things as a Yankee fan you grow up next to, I would pick Trout. And as a Yankee fan, I would still be inclined to pick Trout because he's just unbelievable. But with Harper, if he were to continue with this level of production that he had in the previous year, granted, Harper has a little more of an injury history than Trout does. I could see Harper truly excelling and becoming an iconic player, especially on the field, if he were to go to a large market team like the Yankees or the Red Sox, because those are baseball cities where the second you sign that mega deal and you go there, you are expected to perform every single day. And then once you get to the postseason, the regular season, you could have been an MVP. It is irrelevant. It is all about your postseason production. That will make or break you. I remember specifically with Alex Rodriguez when he joined the Yankees in 2007, had a putrid postseason next to Alfonso Soriano. Just played terribly, and Yankee fans got all over him. They hated him. They said, why the hell did we sign this guy? And in 2009, when they finally won their World Series, that was kind of his inauguration as a true Yankee because he had performed so well. He was the reason why they really had won that World Series, or he contributed the most to it. So if I see Harper going to one of these large market teams, I could see those expectations funneling this competitive arrogance that he plays with. And I say this in a positive way. I see Harper playing with a competitive arrogance that drives him to be the best because he compares himself and wants to be better than everyone else. And these cities would force him to do exactly that. They would focus this arrogance positively on-field production. And then when the postseason came, he would have those expectations normally on himself, but the fans would be on him even more. And were he to perform to the level that he can, it would just be iconic. If he were to go to one of these smaller market teams and getting one of these mega deals, and another example of this would be Alex Rodriguez when he signed with the Rangers, he could pretty much run the franchise. He would not be held really accountable for anything, and he'd probably have great regular season statistics, but the season, in terms of postseason success, wouldn't really go anywhere. And that's where I could potentially see his career taking a downturn in terms of postseason production versus Trout, who I can just see Trout staying where he is and performing blissfully, just beautifully. So if I have to pick this, I would pick Trout. But when I say Harper is coming And when he makes his free agent decisions, I don't think he's going to stay as a National. The team he chooses to go to, I think, will impact his psyche as a baseball player. And I think he wants to go to a large market team. I feel like that competitive arrogance that I talked about kind of drives him to go to a large market team and just be the man. But I would pick Trout, but they're both phenomenal. They're both phenomenal. And Harper just had an amazing season. I kind of wish he played all 182, batting .330 and having 42 home runs, 99 RBIs. I mean, he was just on a roll before he got injured. But that's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. This is Abel with All Things Sports, and I'll see you guys later.